It's the last week before the official start of the new school year. Parents, students, teachers, are you prepared? We here at the JIS extend our best wishes for this term and the others to come. Hello and welcome to another edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Theodore Henry. We have a lot in store for you today. The program starts right now.
The Ministry of Education, Youth and Information is committed to ensuring that every Jamaican child has the best learning environment to thrive and needs your cooperation to make the education system work successfully.
What are the school's voluntary contributions for?
Co-curricular and sports activities and school development.
What amount are parents to contribute?
Your contributions are voluntary and the amount depends on the type of programs being offered by the school.
If my child is being denied access to school, can I complain to the ministry?
Yes. You can call or visit any of the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information's 6 regional offices or send an email to complaints@moey.gov.jm.
What support is there for PATH students?
PATH students are not expected to make contributions and are to be provided with 5 days free lunch as of this year.
Parents and guardians, do continue to make your voluntary financial contributions to your children's school. The institutions need your assistance for their school development and sporting activities. Remember, every child can learn. Every child must learn.
Good day, I'm Tamara McHale and this is your JIS News for Monday, August 29. Jamaica's real gross domestic product, real GDP, is estimated to have grown at an accelerated pace for the April to June 2016 quarter as the central bank projects economic strengthening for the second consecutive year. BOJ Governor Brian Winter told reporters this morning that the bank expected real output within the range of 1 to 2% for the 2016-2017 fiscal year. It's in line with recent projections by the Planning Institute of Jamaica and the International Monetary Fund, IMF. The Bank of Jamaica governor says the country's growth prospects should be bolstered by improvements in external competitiveness as a result of the structural and macroeconomic reforms undertaken under the IMF program. Inflation, meanwhile, is expected to remain flat for the September and December quarters before increasing during the March quarter to end the fiscal year within the target range of 4.5 to 6.5%. More Jamaicans are expected to get jobs as early as later this year into early 2017 from 7 business process outsourcing projects that are in the works. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who made the announcement at a recent function, was quick to add that there needed to be greater investment in skills training in order to accelerate expansion in the BPO sector.
We are not only interested in answering the telephone. We are also interested in doing the accounting work, in doing the medical records processing work. We are interested in doing the computer repair work. We are interested in doing chat service, that if something has gone wrong, you use your email, your WhatsApp, and somebody responds to you right away. We are interested in those higher level services in the business process outsourcing sector.
Prime Minister Holness was speaking on Thursday as he broke ground for an additional 63,000 square feet of built space at the Montego Bay Free Zone to accommodate the BPO sector. The space will increase the available space by 10%, bringing it to 665,000 square feet. The Prime Minister also toured the Kazumar and Barnett Tech Park in Montego Bay. Energy Minister Dr. Andrew Wheatley is now in receipt of a preliminary report from the Jamaica Public Service Company regarding Saturday's island-wide power outage. A final report should be submitted by this Thursday, September 1. In a statement issued over the weekend, Dr. Wheatley said he was thoroughly displeased with the all-island blackout, which the JPS described as a procedural error. Power was returned on a phased basis across the island, with most customers receiving power supply by midnight. The tourism product development company TPDCO has launched a public education campaign to reduce tourism harassment within the town of Falmouth and by extension the parish. Falmouth Pride targets neighborhood watches, youth groups, citizens associations, and primary and secondary school students. Acting Executive Director of TPDCO, Joy Roberts, says the initiative is geared towards engendering a greater appreciation for tourists, as well as the products and offerings the parish brings to the tourism sector. She says training will be included in the Falmouth Pride campaign.
To sensitize 50 micro and small businesses in the town of Falmouth in the areas of customer service, cultural sensitivity, self-development, business basics, history of Falmouth. We are here to begin what we know will be a process of changing the conversations through the engagement of our children, young people, and the citizens of the parish of Trelawney.
Meanwhile, TPDCO's Director of Visitor Safety and Experience, Charles Scarlett, says a managed space is being created to regulate on-the-ground transportation of tourists. He argues that most of the complaints by visitors are against transport providers, and so operators will have to park and then be dispatched from this location.
But in order to do that, to enforce the rules, we got permission from TPDCO and the Commissioner of Police, where we have appointed some district councillors, whose primary function will be to enforce the tourist board regulations and other applicable laws.
Mr. Scarlett says about 22 district constables are deployed in this area, with 9 more to be trained. And finally, Education Minister Senator Ruel Reid says all schools with pit latrines will be transformed this year.
The schools that require partition, every one of those schools that are on the list will be implemented in this school year.
Senator Reid says this should enhance the overall performance and effectiveness of these schools.
As a system, we're not satisfied with overall results in this competitive world. So we must redouble our efforts to effect the changes which are needed to achieve the improved levels of performance and efficiency.
The Education Minister was addressing the recently held Back-to-School Conference for Region 6. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Tamara McHale. Thanks for watching.
This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Protect yourself from the bite of this mosquito. A message from the Ministry of Health.
The Heart Trust NTA is committed to the development of the nation's workforce, and that commitment recently led the entity to launch a program providing financial and technical assistance to micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises. Take a look.
The Heart Trust NTA has launched a program to assist micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs. Through the MSME support program, these businesses will get help to expand and improve their operations. The initiative was launched in late July 2016, and officials are expecting good returns from the investment.
Our decision to target micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSME, is strategic and deliberate. We believe that this program will be successful to facilitate improved productivity and the competitiveness of MSMEs. It will also lead to more employment and wealth creation, provide increased access to capital for young entrepreneurs, help in the formalization of business, and also improve corporate governance.
A very important move when one considers the many hurdles MSMEs face, such as inadequate funding and limited technical, human, and institutional capacity. The program should help current and prospective small business owners move past those hurdles.
Through the entrepreneurship clubs, learners are afforded the opportunity to develop business ideas while being exposed to various aspects of entrepreneurship. This is done with a view of igniting the entrepreneurial spirit in our youth, converting viable business ideas into business startups. The program was designed specifically for trainees of the Trust and aims to promote innovation, foster the creation of sustainability of startups, and create employment. Qualified trainees may receive grants of up to $400,000 to procure tools and equipment needed to start or improve their business. Trainees entrepreneurs also benefit from 18 months of business development support to improve the viability and sustainability of their businesses. The Heart Trust, with this grant funding program, will support funding for equipment, technologies, capacity building, services, technical assistance. The maximum benefit under this program is $3 million. Capacity and business development support will be provided through our valued partner, the Jamaica Business Development Corporation, JBDC.
Already 6 MSMEs have been approved for grant funding totaling $14 million. They are Jamaica Transport Services, Synergy International, Professional Outsourcing Solutions, Honeyvera, Fraser Ceramic, and EnvironMed. Apart from the JBDC, Heart is also partnering with JAMPRO to provide these entities with business development and export strategy support. Assistance is also coming from the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries and the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information.
I am fully in support of this initiative to sensitize and re-socialize the Jamaican landscape of the importance of entrepreneurship, the importance of technical education, the importance of developing workforce capacity, the capacity of our people to transcend just preparing for a job, but be able to be job creators.
For one entrepreneur who is benefiting, the Heart Trust NTA MSME support program has made her life much easier.
Entrepreneurship is a very lonely space. It's lonely. And it becomes accentuated on a Monday, on a Friday, when you have your payroll, and you look at your bank balance, and the two don't meet. On a Wednesday, when you go downtown to pick up a check, and you hear, it's not signed yet. It's ready now, but it's not signed yet. At the end of the month, when you look at all the income and the expenditure and the match, and there's no money left to grow the business, to take it to the next level. It's lonely, but today, that journey became a little bit less lonely. It did.
To learn more about the Heart Trust NTA MSME support program and its eligibility requirements, visit their website at heart-nta.org or contact Cheryl Stewart, Manager of Entrepreneurial Skills Development at 970-4435 or 928-130122.
Did you know that finding out your blood type can reduce your risk of getting the wrong blood type during emergency operations or surgeries? Let you know if you're at a higher risk for certain diseases, like knowing that persons with type AB, A and B blood have higher risks for blood clots. And if you have a rare blood type, you could decide to store your blood for future use so you don't have to wait hours or days to find a match. So what are you waiting for? Find out your blood type today. It can not only help to save your life, but also the lives of others.
Have you ever given or thought about giving blood? Is the thought as scary as the experience? Well, it doesn't have to be. Hear from experts who dispel long-held myths about the process.
There are many fears and misconceptions about giving blood, some of which we'll be dispelling for you today. Joining me is Acting Director of the National Blood Transfusion Service, Dr. Veronica Taylor. Thanks for coming, Dr. Taylor.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, Dr. Taylor, one of the first fears that we want to discuss today is the fear of needles or being too nervous to donate.
Okay. First of all, donating blood allows that you can save 3 lives. So when you are coming to donate blood, you have to have that in mind. I know that there are myths or fears to donated blood because the size of the needle is like a mosquito bite. Don't be scared. That unit will be open in front of you and it's an easy way to go. Our nurses are well capable to do this procedure. You cannot be scared because when you go into donated blood, that unit of, or the bag of unit of blood will be open in front of you. so it's single use. You will feel comfortable. There is not a way, not at all, to catch any disease.
Some persons also believe that they cannot donate blood because they've had other diseases such as ZV and CHIKV. This is not the case. You can also donate if you've had these diseases, right?
Okay, I would like to clarify that. When you come into donated blood, you will have an interview. So in that interview, the nurse will be rigorous, asking you few questions that you will answer because it will be for the benefit of the recipient. So they will ask you few questions as if you have been in contact with person that have sick B. If that is the case, you will defer for 15 days. If you have been contacted the sick B, you will be deferred for 15 days. If you, after donating blood, started with symptoms, you will need to contact the blood transfusion service at any way that you have been donated the blood, because we will defer that blood will be discarded. So we will have a quarantine of the blood for a few days in awaiting for any symptoms that the donors could have in that period of time.
And Dr. Taylor, what about those persons who believe that they will not be able to partake in any physical activity or sport after donating blood?
One of our recommendations when we do the interview, if you go to the gym every day, the day that you donated the blood, will not do it, because remember that we have to remove 500 milliliter of the volume of your blood. My recommendation is increase your water intake. Taking more than 3 liters, you will be okay for the following day, be doing your gym or your sport activity.
That's great. And what about those persons who believe that they will not have enough blood after giving blood, so they avoid giving blood in its entirety?
What I will say, your bone marrow, removing 500 milliliter will hyperactive and will put in place in the, again, you need your red cell, your platelet, and your white blood cell. So nothing to worry about.
Persons sometimes say that they're just too busy to donate. What do you have to say regarding, how long the process is and, the other blood drives that you have to facilitate persons who may not be able to come here directly to donate blood?
Okay, that is a good question. We have the possibility to go to your workplace to allow you with a blood drive to help us to increase our number of units of blood in the blood bank. So we have different ways to allow to you to donate blood. 1, coming to the blood collection center. 2, a blood drive. 3, we use a mobile unit that go to the different places to allow person that interested to donate blood to go to that facility. The other way that you can, your day that you are resting, is a person living in Kingston and St. Andrews can go on Saturday from 9 to 3 o'clock to the National Chest Hospital. There we have a blood collection center that is open every Saturday. So that is another possibility, that the day that you are free to go and donate blood.
Perfect. And what about the issue of age? Is there an age limit for donating blood? Are you ever too old or too young to donate?
There is important to know that you can donate blood if you are between 17 and 60 years old. For the person that have been donated and regular donor, they can go up to 65. So that is important to be aware.
And a very popular myth is that you cannot donate blood because you've had a tattoo.
No, that I know that it is normal to have a tattoo, but we don't allow after 1 year to come and donate blood. Remember that you will use needle and you can be infected, so there is a window period that we don't want to violate, so we wait 1 year after you donated you have your tattoo in place and you can come and donate blood. Don't be scared.
And finally, vegetarians think that they cannot give blood because they simply do not have enough iron.
Okay, that is not true. Starting with a healthy lifestyle, we know that eating more vegetable and fruit, we are doing well. So vegetarian person don't have to be scared. We will take you through the process of what you will do when you donate blood, and we will check your hemoglobin level. doing a test, and that will let me know if you are able to donate or not. So vegetarian is not an excuse to come and donate blood.
Thank you, Dr. Taylor. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yes, I want to say something that is very important. Please, it's not only National Blood Transfusion Service at 21 Slipen Road where you can come and donate blood. There are 10 blood collection centers island-wide, and I please encourage everybody to come and donate blood. We know that in the last, 8 months, the increase of accidents in Jamaica have been affected. So the way that we can save that life is sometimes the need of blood. Also, I would like to encourage people to keep donating blood. Why? Because PAHO and WHO want in 2020 that our country be 100% voluntary donors. So without your support, we will not be in that target. Please come and donate blood.
Thank you, Dr.
Yes.
Taylor. It was good having you. So having some of those major fears and misconceptions dispelled, I sure hope that you will face your fear today and donate blood. All the best.
We have championed e-learning in Jamaica, provided state-of-the-art technology in over 200 educational institutions, developed materials for CSEC, piloted the Tablets in Schools project in 38 schools, including infant and primary, and trained thousands of teachers in technology integration. We are e-Learning Jamaica Company Limited, ELJAM, an agency of the Ministry of Science, Energy and Technology. Visit our website, www.elearnja.org.
The Citizen Security and Justice Program, CSJP, has been transforming lives in communities all across the island to make Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business. Watch as 4 former CSJP participants share their transformation story.
They don't know.
I am Charmaine Doyle Clark, and I am a records clerk.
Daniel Flaneur, and I am a training assistant.
Serena Brown, and I am a maintenance technician.
I am Pierce Amos, and I'm a financial transaction processor.
Men and women who have been changed through the Citizen Security and Justice Program, CSJP, which uses a multi-sectoral approach to crime fighting. The program, which began in 2001 under the Ministry of National Security, has made job skills and entrepreneurship training more accessible for at-risk youth through their labor market attachment and employability program.
I remember was the soul of my gold. We had a one-room shack and the living was low.
Regular corporate Jamaica might not be so willing to embrace our youngsters because of certain negative stigmas that are attached to them. However, what the CSJP does, we take them through a suite of positive engagements, trainings, internships to get them ready for the workforce. Since 2010, over 18,000 youngsters have benefited from this component, whether it be from vocational skills training, employment internships, job placements, even tuition support.
These 4 are among the many who have benefited tremendously from the Employment Internship Program, EIP.
A lot of these persons were unemployable. They didn't have the necessary communication skills. For example, how they answered the telephone was inappropriate. The dressing was also inappropriate. A lot of them were shy and afraid to come out and speak openly. And I realized after the exposure, be it through the workshops or the internship program, they became more confident in going out there and meeting people and doing their job.
Well, I received training in secretarial management, and also this so far it has helped me to become more dependable, more organized, more focused, and it also helped me to further my education to be a better worker in the Ministry of National Security.
I would like to say to CSJP, thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity of becoming a young man that I never was 2 years ago, and learning how to become a man, learning how to accept society as it is, and helping me to understand what the work world feels like.
Yeah, I'm very, very grateful and thankful for the CSJP program, because if it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for it, I don't think I would be able to be in a setting like this.
Some of the things that he has done, like for example, as a training section, we deal with all training for the staff at Statin. And one part of that is overseas training. And so we have a lot of forms to fill out. But he has also looked at forms that we have had and have come to me with ideas. And he have changed the form and upgraded the form. I did not ask him to do that. We couldn't ask a better worker.
You have the skill, but you don't have any experience. So coming here as an intern, working for about 8 months was great because I've learned to do every single thing. And I attached myself, I was attached to each tradesman, and that's how I began to learn all the different trade areas here at the British High Commission.
Working with Serene is very interesting because Serene don't just do electrical here. Serene is on everything. So if painting is going on, Serene is on painting. Carpenter work is going on, he's on carpentry. And if I should go back to choosing an institution, I'd probably look for CSJP to put me on that path.
Youths who don't have a job, youths who may have a skill but are unemployed, CSJP is that organization that seek out to reach out to that individual, helping them to know that, hey, I can allow you to get some amount of apprenticeship. I don't think I could have done it without God and CSJP.
We found that youngsters who have benefited from our program have been also appreciative of what the CSJP has done for them. Many of them have said that CSJP has literally saved their lives. So we know that what we have at the CSJP is quite a robust, quite a comprehensive and a transformational program.
For more information on the work of the Citizen Security and Justice Program, call 906-9644, 786-0338-9 or 979-2597. You may also visit their website at csjp.gov.jm or follow them on Facebook and Twitter.
Success is my destination.
The Citizen Security and Justice Program, transforming lives through social intervention.
I say you need to win it, never quit it, cause I'm focused. Every opportunity I get, I never waste, cause I'm a champion, I'm a fighter.
On our roads, remember, take time, be courteous, drive good, walk good. Part of keeping our roads safe is ensuring the vehicles we drive are mechanically safe, meeting all roadworthy requirements. And besides that, we must be good drivers and avoid risk-taking and sensation-seeking behaviors which are prone to causing road crashes.
And that's how we close off another edition of Jamaica Magazine. Have queries or comments about our offerings? Forward them to jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm. If you're interested in informative and useful updates on government's work to improve your daily lives, visit our website, jis.gov.jm. Our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter pages are also full of all things Jamaican. You may also download our app from the Google and Apple stores for the times when you're on the go. On behalf of the entire team here at the JIS, I'm Theodore Henry. Thank you for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.